Erik ten Hag defended his tactics for the derby, despite Manchester United recording a second-worst Premier League total ever in the loss at City. The Dutchman even feels that they could have worked but for injuries to Marcus Rashford and Johnny Evans.
Rashford broke the deadlock on 8 minutes with a rasping 30-yard strike to stun the Etihad. However, they barely threatened Pep Guardiola's team after that and went in at the break leading, largely thanks to Erling Haaland's worst miss ever.
Phil Foden, who produced 9 shots himself, did level it up as United set up to try to stifle City and were hanging on at 1-1 when the two players were forced off. Ten Hag's men managed only 3 efforts on goal in the whole game and were eventually undone by another Foden goal and a late strike from Haaland as they lost 3-1.
Read more on FYOTBALLRECORD deal. Rodri breaks 16-year Prem record versus Man United as he overtakes Chelsea legend. Power up, get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. But the Old Trafford boss felt 2 key decisions had also gone against his team, which had also been crucial. He said, "I think the plan went well, it's very small margins. Football is not only about possession, of course you need the ball to score a goal.
We scored a brilliant goal, but also after that the first 20 minutes we had some more opportunities. I thought we defended brilliantly out of possession, but the defining moments were not on our side.
Most read in football record deal. Rodri breaks 16-year Prem record versus Man United as he overtakes Chelsea legend Man City 3. Man United 1. Phil Foden's superb double helped Pep's side to a huge derby day win. Flair ground distraction. City v United delayed after fan launches Flair into Onanus Boxgear dropping. Georgina drops massive Ronaldo retirement bombshell after County Route 7 tribute dress. Best free bet sign-up offers for UK bookmakers. However, the shocking stats that emerged from the game afterwards suggested quite the opposite. United attempted just 3 shots in the game, with only 1 on target, meaning that they have only once recorded less in a single Premier League match since Opta records back in 2003.
Man United Man City Premier League combined 11. That was when they only mustered 2 efforts against Liverpool back in April 2022. It also ended United's 10-year run of having been unbeaten in 143 games when ahead at the break, having won 123 of those and drawing 20.
Meanwhile City, who enjoyed 74% possession, stacked up 27 goal attempts with 8 being on target. That means that, amazingly, City had more shots than United had possession. They also had 15 corners compared to United's 2, while the Citizens made 728 passes, with the Red Devils only completing 228.
Having watched United lose for the 11th time in the top flight this season, 2 more than the previous campaign, ex-club captain Roy Keane told Sky Sports afterwards, "That's one scary stat when you consider what United are, to give up so many goals and defeats." He added, "I don't want to be too hard on United because City were brilliant. They showed why they're champions."
What City do is they find out all your shortcomings. There's no hiding place. It's like a boxing ring. They wore them down. The stats show you how dominant Man City were. Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne weren't at their best, but then Foden steps up.
I think it's more credit to Man City than being too critical of Man United. Manchester United will have to take their medicine today. It still leaves that question mark over where this United team are going. In the last 25 minutes they couldn't get anywhere near City, who toyed with them.
Read more Sun stories on Ice Dancing on Ice. Fans spot MAFS UK star in audience after bitter split buzzed off Britain's Got Talent shock, as over half of Golden Buzzer acts aren't from the UK. It was men versus boys in the end and they were just hanging in there. Towards the end, you're thinking it could be 4 or 5. There's still question marks of this team and unfortunately of the manager.
Man United News Live. All the latest news from Old Trafford.